see what the fuck it is.
That's the one you had for 5 years?
Generation Change TV. Yup. First person here. We don't play that. Generation changes. It's better to be early than late. You heard me? It's kind of crazy. Just saw I think it was Bubba the Lost One just pull out his truck. Bubba Army. You know what it is. YouTube.com/Matrix Diamonds. As you can see, we are at the radio station. All these damn trucks, radio logos on it. Shout out to everybody in Florida doing their thing with this music. CBS radio, parking only. I'm gonna pull up in that parking spot because that's where I belong. Stay tuned, Generation Changes. We out here. Yup.
Solive, that's what you go by?
Solive, yeah.
Okay.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Whoa.
Nice
to meet you.
We here now. Shout out to the Generation Changes.
Sorry, I had to wait till everybody came.
Oh, no, you good. YouTube.com/Matrix Diamonds. Stay tuned. What's your name again? Jizzy.
Yeah, I'm that Air Candy on Instagram.
There you go. I followed you.
Yeah.
So live. Shout out to Jizzy when she see the footage. You're gonna be on This Is 50, Vlad TV, WooWorld.com.
Welcome to Wild, welcome to Wild.
Thank you, thank
Always
you.
to your left, my brother.
What's up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Left.
Left chick running.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll pass. Watch out. Go ahead.
Thank you. Run footage, man.
To the left is buckwheat and
What you want to go in there?
I'm just showing you where they're at. They live right now. There's Jay Bugg in there. You can peek ahead in here though.
Executive world ain't oh, watch their business. Yeah, like if
Oh,
you shot the
yeah.
if you shot
It's just like you can't cuss on the air.
but you can't cuss on the air. Pissed ain't any cuss word.
Yeah, I know.
And hell ain't either.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
just
I'm
like,
saying hell all the time.
yeah, but it's just like. Hold on.
That depends how you say that goddamn word. Now, piss.
They live
Big
on
homie Buckwheat live on the radio right now.
Well, thank you, Steph. Hey, listen, we got the race tickets that we're about to give away inside the 8-8 tonight. Hey, listen, all you got to do is keep track of the countdown. If you need help with number
Very
8, number
simple.
7, call us up. Now, this is a very important game to the net house. So 1 o'clock game. That means you need to ditch work to come watch us throw
school.
the first pitch or school and just have a great time with us. We're going to have shirts and stuff to give away, so just make sure you come to the game and try to keep up with the countdown. Coming in with number 6, we're talking about Classman Jadena. Is it Jadena or Jadena?
Yes, I don't know. It was one of those situations in life where you know you get that crazy like, what up, bro?
Man.
How you doing, brother?
Good to meet you, man.
Same with you, sir.
You
just gotta
How are you doing?
switch, man. That's
Nice
all
to
you
meet you,
gotta
Jay. What up, man?
Quote, man.
Jay Bugg, nice to meet you. Yeah, I saw you outside in the car. Drive off on me. I saw y'all walking down the side. And so I was like,
the back was the entrance.
yeah.
It was like, yeah, the antennas.
I had a revelation today, so I don't know, man. We're gonna see what happens.
What you mean a revelation?
I had this revelation today, man.
Explain, I'm all ears.
I'm gonna let everybody hear. Everybody gonna hear it at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the story to everybody at the same time.
Okay.
I won't leave nobody out.
Hey, what up, man? So live.
I'm Gage, man. What's up, man?
That's Generation Changing KK, and that's Generation Changing
Yeah,
Tarantino.
What's good, man?
Yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the footage today for the radio interview, everything. For This Is 50.com, Vlad TV, and WooWorld.
All right.
Depending on what kind of stuff we cover, I can push it to Ellen DeGeneres, but that's just basically the interview we cover straight.
All right, got you. My phone been ringing over there? Just keep it popping.
Yeah.
Now, so we're gonna get into that in a second. But it's life. Life comes at you, in different waves.
Amen.
And when those waves either hit, it's letting you know that you're either ready, like this is where you're supposed to be at, or this ain't where you're supposed to be at in life right now. And so, if this is all I think about every single day,
Yeah.
and then I get up and go to work, and I become, like, once I leave here, I become this executive, like I'm this boss,
Yeah.
127 employees every single day at work.
Wow.
And I deal with stuff like that, but nobody knows that, like, on my other side of my life, that I am this, I play this other guy. So when people come in here and see me in here, they're like, oh, that's Jay. This is what he does all day.
So it's kind of crazy for them to hear you on the radio, huh?
Well, they don't hear me on the radio because I don't let them.
Really?
Yeah, I keep that. I try and keep that part of life.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, because I mean,
You're not gonna have like any problems with like it being on like online already.
No. That stuff's cool. No, people just if they see it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. But people have the perception of how you're supposed to be. Like when you grew up and you saw your teacher every single day. Like what would you think your teacher did when they got off work and went home? You just thought they taught all day, right? You thought they had no life. You thought they graded papers when they went home. Yeah, you thought that's all they did. They did nothing, right? That was the mindset of a young child as it grew up, and so that mentality continues to roll with us as we continue to get older. So we see our bosses at work, and we're like, yeah, our boss does this after work. Lame. And ain't no lame in me. You know what I'm saying? And so like on the way to work, on the way here today, I'm like listening to the radio, and I was just like, damn, man, like I listen to a program, I hear how the program is produced, I like the way it's done, I understand the way it's done. Somebody else don't care about that. I care about that.
Word.
Why do I care about that? Am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right field?
True that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting a lot of energy into this.
I feel you.
Is my energy going in the wrong direction? And so it's just one of those things you have to fight with, you have to battle with. Like, yo, life has so many opportunities for you, but like, which one am I gonna actually take? Will I take the one that's gonna give me an opportunity to go down the right road, or will I take the one that's gonna give me an opportunity to be stuck or stagnant in life? Both of them the same thing. Yeah. Night.
Giselle Marie.
Miss Gabby.
Fuentes. Your boy gave James. What up?
Did you say Fuentes?
Yeah, I gave her a new name for the night. Gave her a new last name because
Can you translate?
I don't know what that means. Fun? Funny?
No.
What do you mean?
Fuentes is a fountain, but that's a
Okay.
Spanish last name. Like what?
Fountain?
You're so perked out. That's cool.
What? Oh, now I get it. Oh, hey. Is you a fountain though? Hello. Let me find out about that life. Whoa. All right, so welcome back to the Weekend Guys show. Like you know, every single Wednesday night we record it and we get everything popping for the entire world to listen to.
Yes, sir.
We've got listeners from here to Dubai, all the way to the Iraqi suburbs. I don't even know if there's a suburb in Iraq.
What up, my Iraqis?
I know
How you
they
know
be
it's
out
a
there.
suburb?
I said I don't know if there is. I just know they be tuned
They got
in.
money.
They be
That's why it's suburbs.
They be like, we love the music you play, and I say I love you too. I don't know how to say it, but I just say it. I just how I say it. All right, so tonight we got a special for you guys. We got a 2-for-1 because last week we told you about the death of my cousin. So we had the funeral for that, and that was a very emotional state. And this week we decided to give y'all 2 for the price of 1. So tonight I get a chance to jump in and get an extra long session of the Weekend Guys show. On the way to work today, something crazy happened. I'm listening to radio and I'm like, man, like I'm just enjoying what I'm listening to. But I hear the transitions that are happening on the radio. And some people, they listen to the radio, they hear transition and like, I don't really care about that. Some people that mix in music and they hear the beat and they hear how it blends and goes to the next 4 count and they just like, yo, that was phenomenal. Some people, they don't really notice that. Some folks are in their car driving on the way to work, all right? And then this Mustang with the loud pipes on it in their first gear, and as they shift, they realize they can feel the power in their hand, and then they shift the second gear and they throttle it up a little bit. That's how I felt today on the way to work, on the way to the show. Call it work.
You're switching gears?
I felt like I was very passionate about what I do, and I had to second guess. I had a speech this past week for work. And for most people that don't know, I have a different life besides the life that I live here. You guys probably think that we're party animals all day, every day, and that I just say ignorant stuff no matter what. But reality is that I work for a nice company. I have a lot of employees. I'll just say a whole bunch of them, about 120 some odd employees, and I'll say that I'm a boss in a sense.
Is that lifestyle?
Most folks don't know that I do this, and most folks that know that I do this don't know that I do that. And I had a speech on Monday, and I said a couple words that I didn't really think were bad. I said the word pissed, and I said the word hell. Okay.
At which job?
At the daytime job. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest with you. After I said pissed, you can tell the reaction from the crowd because everybody was like,
Because the angry black man said pissed.
but I wasn't angry. I was expressing myself from a previous situation, and everybody knows when I tell a story about something that's really happened to me in life, I tell it exactly how I felt. I wanted people to feel the raw emotion and energy that was coming out of me. Yeah, at the time that this happened, I was pissed. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
So their reaction was it because you said pissed?
Yes.
Or they weren't expecting you to say pissed.
They wasn't expecting me to say piss, but you shouldn't be saying piss if you a boss like that. That's what they were trying to get to.
No, you know what? It's just corporate America. I mean, I've gotten reprimanded for saying I assume in an email, and I shouldn't. It's just, they're sensitive.
You should have said irritated.
I could have said irate. There's a bunch of words I could have used. I just didn't choose to use them.
You wanted to get your point across.
Now, there you go. I got my point across. My point across was that I got some constructive criticism. And after getting that constructive criticism, I realized that maybe, just maybe, corporate America ain't for me. Maybe I'm a little too real for what is happening in the world right now. Maybe people have this illusion about what's really happening and what's going on around us on a day-to-day basis. All right? Maybe what I see as being okay and what you see as being okay is not the exact same thing. And so tonight, we have a couple special guests. We'll get around to the second part of the guest as soon as he gets up here. But I want you to introduce yourself to the world yourself, bro. Go ahead.
What it is, what it do, world? It's Revolutionary Kid, Solive, a leader of the generation changes.
There you go.
How you doing?
Generation changers right there. Right in the building right now. So he's changing his generation, and I'm thinking about changing my damn mind. But the paycheck right now is definitely on the line. All right, so you brought some music tonight, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
All right, I got everything over here.
All right, cool.
It's Night Rider kit, right?
No,
yeah. That's not. That's the wrong.
That's another jump drive in your computer.
No, that's what I do on the weekend.
Oh, all right.
Wife, that's that special stuff.
There you go.
Use that Night Rider.
There you go.
But I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
So is that your slogan? Is that your name? Everything that you just gave me?
Basically, like on Instagram, it's S0_live. But I'm the leader of the generation changes. It's like I basically took a bunch of MCs that really needed help, that didn't want to sign to a label because it kind of has a story behind it and we'll hopefully get to that. But it's just what we go by, and it's a group of MCs anywhere across the world that really need help when the labels aren't helping them. And I chose to give them the benefit of the doubt that they had the talent and maybe not the funds or the means to do it. So I know that I have a studio and I can do the videos and stuff like that for people. So I started these a couple of kids that were I don't want to say they were in the streets, but they were, and they wanted a way out. And I said, if you put half of the brain power that you put into being in the streets into this music, we can go far. And a lot of them didn't trust me. A lot of them were naysayers. But as you can see, we on the Weekend Guy show.
Yeah.
God bless you, Jay Bugg, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, homie. I appreciate it. We are all about finding out what's popping next, what's good in the neighborhood.
Amen.
We used to have a segment called Ear to the Street, but now that is gone.
Oh wow! You should have just want to throw shade after that blessing over there, huh?
No, I'm just saying that Ear to the Street is gone because everything we do is about the Ear to the Street now. It ain't a segment no more. It's an entire show. That's what we're about right now. We're all about that. Trying to figure out what's popping, what's new, and what's up and coming. So let's jump into the story about your background. We're gonna jump into these naysayers. We're gonna jump into the haters, is what they call nowadays. As soon as we come back from this break right here, we're gonna play one of your tracks real quick. I want to do that real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Which one you want to jump in?
I say we do it number one. It's Another Cold Day, featuring my homie Fat Rob. He basically came to me. He was really struggling, and I saw it in his eyes that when I met him, he told me he could sing, and his parents said that he couldn't. I said that I could help him with music, and he didn't even believe in himself. So he basically came to me and said, I just want to sing. And it kind of was like a moment, you know what I'm saying, for two artists to be in the studio and connect so well, because we collaborated. I believe we collaborated well on this record. It's basically about the struggle of life and some of the problems that women have to offer.
Hey, I'm going to just be honest with you for one second, all right?
Yeah.
Now, we about to listen to this for the first time.
Yeah.
If this is anything like American Idol, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to take like, now,
Here we go.
Now, American Idol, their parents, they go on there and they tell them, baby, you can't sing, or baby, you can sing.
Yeah.
In this case, somebody's parents telling them they can't sing, and he has the ability to actually sing. Now, I'm going to come back, we're going to listen to this, and we find out that his parents will tell him the truth. Yeah. We got to call him on speed dial right now and tell him, hey, listen.
Shout out to Fat Rob, man.
Yo, Fat Rob, your career is gonna be something else, baby.
I put it to you like this. I feel like he's got a bigger voice than a recording studio. I feel like, honestly, if he had the chance to be on American Idol, I think he should be there rather than in the studio recording with me. And I tell him that every day, but he don't believe me. So we did like this thing called, it's the Sing to the World Challenge. where I walk up on people and ask them if they can sing, and I just put the camera in their face, and then I put it on this50.com, and he was like, I don't want to do it, I'm kind of scared. So I walked him out into this big field, and I said, this is where you need to be for the world to hear you. I just want you to give me everything you got, and he just let it out. And then I was like, we got to take that to the studio, man.
Yeah,
I
feel the tears right there, man. I'm about to cry right now. Y'all brought tissues tonight?
I don't know, I'm the same though.
I hope so too. All right, let's jump into the track then. Here it is, the Weekend Guys Show. Jay Bugg and my 3 Gs.
Ow.
Hey, this is Fat Rob right here, right?
Generation.
Let's go.
Well, first, it should have been done before you presented to anybody.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to judge.
Mm-hmm. Totally understandable.
Second of all,
Totally understandable.
I like the concept of the song.
Let me take my critique from just here to my show.
Why?
Because I want everybody to get an opportunity to understand that. Because I think a lot of people think they come in here and we just like, we all the time just don't give anybody any kind of constructive criticism.
Nah, I want it all. I want the good
No,
with the
I'm
bad,
giving-
man. Trust me.
But I'm saying, I think
But
And I want the bad
think
first.
people
Real.
hear us give constructive
So
criticism.
let's record.
Okay, well, go
That's my
ahead.
point.
Jay.
I don't think people I don't think they actually hear us giving people constructive criticism about music.
Okay.
All right, and I think that's something that we should probably start doing more often. Because I told a lot of people we should be honest for the appropriate route that somebody wants to take.
Mhm.
There's a lot of different
I
routes
totally
people want to
understand.
take. All right, welcome back to the Weekend Guy Show. Jay Bugg's 3 Gs. Just to let everybody know, we are the award-winning underground show of the year. Shout out to all my haters out there, to the naysayers, to the people that believe, that don't believe. I'm a Justin Bieber because I'm a believer in myself.
Oh, wow.
All right, and that's okay. But you got to have that when you're trying to go in the right direction. All right,
Right.
so a little bit of a comedic relief as we give you some constructive criticism on what we think about the track with you, Another Cold Day, and your homie Fat Rob. G, she wants to be 1,000 tonight. She wants to be Fleek.
Gee, I asked.
What you mean? I want to be asleep.
Doesn't that
You
mean
can,
to be on
you
point?
can listen. You can keep it 100 because that's what we want. You know what I mean? Like you gotta understand. Like we consistently
Well,
stick in the studio.
I keep it 100 because I really do want somebody to rep Tampa. And
Let's
I
talk
would
about it.
never let somebody go out there knowing it's not
Oh, that
up
was
to
nice.
par.
That was nice.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna look out for you. So here's my feedback on your song. Like I said, it's supposed to be done before you bring it in.
Yeah,
Okay. I like the concept of the song.
appreciate it.
I feel like the hook should have a female, not you and him singing.
Yeah.
I think you need to lower your vocals a little bit because you sound like you're yelling.
Okay.
Like it's too much.
So live.
But yeah, you're a little too live.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that though, as long as you
know
see
what I
that
mean?
though.
But you live, and like I said, I like the concept of the song.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, if like you tried it out with a female on the hook and get it mastered and you know what I mean, the way it's supposed to go,
Yeah.
then go from there.
I think the chorus is way too long. Like you lost me after. Like at first I was feeling it, but I think it should be like a sample piece or
Gotcha.
something like that. But I did like it. I liked the vibe. I liked the message. But it just put me to sleep.
I got you.
Oh, so since the singer's in the building, I guess I'll give some singing tips real quick then. Somebody hit me up recently and asked me about a singer, and I said, listen, I don't like it. And they were upset at me. And I said, listen,
Did you get 2 different songs or just one?
I got a couple different songs, and I just told them straight up, like, listen, I don't like it because this person is a singer, and when singing, I listen for harmonies. I told you before, I'm a detail-oriented person, so I listen more than the average consumer. So I want to know if there is a harmony somewhere in there. Are we crescendoing, decrescendo? Are we really singing, or are we not? Are we just in the studio harmonizing? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get away with just, you can talk right now at the same time, I can talk right now at the same time. We can say the exact same words,
And
we
it
can
sounds
sound
good.
like we in sync.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that.
Right.
But can you sing on 2 different levels? And I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about Fat Rob. I haven't seen him personally yet in person. Okay, so I'm gonna judge this based upon what I hear. Him and I should sit down and really figure out what his piano vocals are,
Mm-hmm.
not his vocals on the track.
Yeah, he plays piano though.
Then we should be going through the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and figure out how we hit them pitches, because sometimes we end up messing up an artist's opportunity to come out correctly.
Yeah.
We play a song and put them in a song where the key is not correct.
True.
Right.
If that's not the key he should be singing in, then guess what? You're damn right it's not gonna sound like it's supposed to be there.
But
So
on top
put
of
him in the
that,
right key.
Why are you singing with him though?
Because we had that's the thing that we wanted to do. We did not want to put a female on the record because that was the first advance.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Everybody's doing. We don't do music to be catchy. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Generation Changes stands for a certain vibe. You know what I'm saying? And we're not every single song that we gonna play today is not gonna be nothing like you hear on the radio because we're not trying to be like them.
True.
We are trying
And
to
you
be
don't have
totally
to be
totally
high
different.
feet, and you don't have to be high feet and cliche
Yeah.
about the catchy music,
Mhm.
but it still has to grab somebody's attention.
You're right.
And pay attention to what y'all are saying.
True.
Because if it doesn't sound pleasant,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna. That's it.
I got
It's
you.
just out the window.
We've given our constructive criticism. Gabe, you had anything to say?
Only thing I had to say, besides what y'all already said, was I couldn't tell the difference in the chorus between who was Fat Rob and who was you.
Gotcha.
So unless he had like a solo or something at the end,
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because you pretty much could just left him out and it could have been your song. Period.
Yeah, because it was dope.
The song kind of reminded me of like an old Bone Thug and Harmony song where somebody should have been rhyming like, you know, something like that. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah,
You know,
like
to keep you up.
Funky,
Literally with
yeah.
those lyrics though.
Hey, I ain't got the lyrics.
I think we started off with the chorus though, because it's very hard. Like I dig the chorus a lot, but then it just rides and it's like a lullaby.
Yeah.
All right, so we've given our constructive criticism, and it is now time for you to give out your social media information.
Yeah.
And let the world let you know what they think.
Appreciate it.
A lot of times what happens is you hear from us, but our slogan is, if the streets don't like it,
What the hell makes you think radio does?
That's right.
that's what we live by. Everybody asking me, Jay, how do I get on the radio? How do I become hot? Like, bro,
Are you hot in the street yet?
what the streets say about you?
Yeah, exactly.
You can put out a song today that you think is horrible, but if the streets like it,
Yeah.
the world likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how people get hot. So give out your social media information and we'll let them respond to you directly.
Basically, what we're doing on Facebook is facebook.com/Solive300. That's SOLIVE 300. On Instagram and Twitter, it's S0_live. S0_live.
All right, there you go. Hit them up on that Instagram, on that Twitter, and on that Facebook, and make sure you let them know how you feel about the track. Another Cold Day with Fat Rob. Now, let's get into what G said earlier, because she said that you might be like, when are you gonna get into doing speeches and helping out other youth, because it seems like you have a gift for gab very well.
That's why I'm here. You know, like I'm here not just to promote music, because I feel like the kids would really matter. You know, and the radio DJs really don't get the avenue because they're just doing and playing the records that they're told. I was once told by a major DJ in this at this radio station that in order to get around to getting your record played is payola. Well, I just figured if I could give a better message to the youth and show them that, you know, getting good grades and going to school and doing the right thing is it could get you far in the music industry, but you had to pay attention to the rules and regulations of it. Like, I totally agree on everything that she said. You know, like I this is where I came at him and I told him, I'm gonna take this record to the radio to show you that what you're doing in life you don't have to do, because there's people out there that are willing to help, you know.
Yeah.
But in the same sentence, he has kids, and shout out to all my Generation Change kids, you know, like they're always in the videos and stuff like that. But this is why I'm here. I'm here to offer my as you would say, gift to gab. But I would love to speak to the kids, and I'm not just talking about 100, 200 kids. I'm talking about a couple of thousand kids at a time, because I have the feeling that no other artist at their establishment, at their peak, is going to go to these to these schools and to these YMCAs and be friends and extend their hands out to these kids. And I really feel like the radio has a big, powerful part on the way our community is treating each other through music, because it's all mind control. I mean, pay attention. It's a generation change movement. Anybody knows what we coming with.
A lot of it is people are hooked on trend.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
So even if it's all this trap music, these Young Thug, these Migos, and all that, you can basically rap that song on a trap beat and still be hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you could get away with that.
it's just That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just
But that's not too good. So
attention.
look at his face.
You know
He
what I
looks
mean?
So disappointed when you said
That's
that.
like
Nah, cause we, you know, it's crazy.
I think of Kirk
Shout
Franklin.
out to Thug. You know, we I just had a my man's told me, he's like, so why don't you bring the record with Thug that you got? And I said, I'm not trying to go there to promote Thug. And shout out to Thug though, you know what I'm saying? We got one coming. But I thought of the same thing. This is why I tell you, like I listened to you guys over like a period of like a few days prior to this, and I totally switched up the lane because I didn't want to do it to be that. So to be told that I'm different, that's a plus. And to get constructive criticism behind it is even better, because what record labels are looking for, they're looking for that same Young Thug to follow right behind him so they can get that cash check and they can actually, you know, one hit wonder him. But I'm not trying to do that. As I told you, you know, 50 mixtapes are running. We ain't trying to
Tell
do that.
the world about the 50 mixtapes. You were trying to take over the entire world and Guinness Books of World Records.
Yeah, basically, in 2013, rest in peace to my pops. Pit passed to cancer, and my mom caught cancer. It really kind of messed me up and put me into a depression.
Gotcha.
And I decided, instead of going to the clubs and chilling with my homeboys, to do music. And suddenly I felt like these people telling me I couldn't do it, and I've kept getting, you know, it's not mastered this way, it's not mastered this way, the lyrics aren't right. So I started just to venture out and do my own thing, and not just take no for an answer. I actually am happy and glad that people kept telling me what was wrong with it, because in order to fix something and for people to like it, I have to know what they don't like first. You know, and to capitalize off of that, a lot of artists, some artists will stop rapping. You tell them that they don't like one record, and it's like, that's it for them. It wasn't it for me, because when you told me no, I would go back and fix it. You know what I'm saying? So we dropped 50 mixtapes in 1 year's time, becoming the only hip-hop artist in hip-hop history to ever do that. No Jay-Z, no Nas, no one. And labels shied away from it because of the message that I'm preaching. And I got a couple of contracts at home sitting down. Shout out to Universal, shout out to Geffen. And I'm just overlooking the contracts right now, because on album 50, they told me that nothing else could be done after this. You can't get this record label, you can't get this Guinness Book of World title because you're not signed. So I said, no problem. On album 50, we dropped 225 songs on one mixtape, becoming the first artist to actually ever do that. So you would think that by that time the Guinness Book of World Records would have picked up on that, and they didn't. So if the Guinness Book of World Records is listening, the next Guinness Book of World Records that I'm going for, and it seems like I have a few numbers when I walk out of here, is I'm going for 100 mixtapes. And right now, as we speak, they're done. I just got to release them. The hardest thing for me to do is come up with the title and get the CD cover work done.
How many artists do you have in your
right now, as we speak, I got Steel City for Pittsburgh. I have Quote Tarantino. He's out of Philly. I got Generation Change of KK. I got Fat Rob, myself. But this is the thing.
Only 5 people, and you guys have done.
No. The 50 mixtapes came solely from Solive. Let's get that understood.
Okay.
These are just artists that I rock with, that I knew that they needed help at one point in time in their life, and I told them I was going to help them, but I got to get my foot in the door first. So on album 50, I did all 225 songs. We have another record which we'll be getting to, but I just told the Guinness Book of World Records that I'm not going to accept no for an answer, and I'm not going to do it their way. I'm going to find a way to do it, because I feel like the passion that I have and the drive, especially for these kids, and the way I'm doing my music and what my music is portraying, it's not the need to be trendy. It's not the need to turn up in the clubs. I really care about the future of the youth. See, people, what they're not understanding is they can go to the club and waste their money, but they still got children sleeping at home. You understand me? So that same tune that they're kicking to them in their car and they're understanding, fast forward that 5-10 years down the road, and those will be the actions that they'll be following. Generation changes.
To the community. You know what? I co-sign that.
God bless you.
I really do co-sign that.
God bless you.
Because
I commend you, but I have a question for you. There's a lot of artists who put a lot of music out, and Fabulous is one of them. And he has mixtape after mixtape, and he has not done as much as you've done, I don't think, but he is a punchline recycler. Do you have enough content? Do you have enough?
I'll give it to you like this. Anybody who has that same question, I ask you to go to www.datpiff.com and search Solive. If you feel that I've ever been a punchline recycler.
And it's so S.
I'll probably
_live.
It's just Solive, SOLIVE on Dat Piff. Coast to Coast Mixtape DJs too. Shout out to Coast to Coast Mixtapes. From here on in, from here to album 100, Coast to Coast Mixtape DJs will host all the mixtapes. That's my word.
Well, Neo has arrived. He took the right pill. He is the one. In the
Hey,
Matrix.
welcome to the. Well, it's crazy you say that because my production team, we ventured off of Matrix Music, so that's kind of funny you said
There
that.
you go. He is the one. We are not going to go outside and jump over a building.
Yeah.
If we don't come back, you know why.
When do you sleep, man?
It's crazy. It's crazy you say that, you know, and
Look, she already saying that.
I got
You
people
don't
that'll
say
vouch for me. I sleep 4 hours a night, man, and that's religiously. Like I can't sleep longer than that because
Me either.
something through childhood. You know what I'm saying? Just have nightmares. When I wake up, it's every emotion is to the booth. I constructed the studio for that because I couldn't deal with the emotions, the trauma, and stuff that I've gone through as a child.
Where do you
That's
get all
another
this
story.
money from? Like, how you living? You working 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day? What you doing?
Generation changes. Stay tuned. We coming.
Gonna keep my mouth shut.
We coming.
Just gonna keep.
Shout out to Jay Bugg.
Wait, you make
Shout
moonshine?
out to the Weekend
You
Guy
got
show.
moonshine?
You know, it's in the refrigerator.
That's
It's in
actually
the-
really
it's in the
funny
refrigerator.
because we do in the
Strawberry is crazy. It's in the
house.
refrigerator.
How you gonna bring no moonshine?
Strawberry is crazy.
Hey,
How you gonna bring no strawberry moonshine
Hey.
to the weekend,
I
guys?
know,
Wait,
right?
listen.
You leave that moonshine alone.
When-
Yeah, that.
Seriously.
When I come back, I bring you a bottle of Yay Big or some
All right,
moonshine.
got you. All right, so let's jump to the next track for me real quick, man, and we will definitely check that out, man. You got so much music out there. I feel like us playing this, we need something that you ain't dropped yet.
That's the thing. This is the thing. Like you what you're not understanding is like you guys are like, yeah, give me 20 minutes of audio, and I was sitting in my house like, damn, 50. I'm at album 59 right now. Radio Ready is the next mixtape dropping. And I'm just like 20 minutes of music, and I sat in the studio. We had a listening party last night. I couldn't even like this track listing doesn't succumb to what we have to offer. This is just what I felt like at this point in
So
time.
this is the gateway.
This is the gateway, definitely.
I
We
need
gonna
to
link
go-
up, man. We gonna link up.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know right now. If you click right here, no, look, not literally, but if you click right here, it will take you straight to Solive, and you can go check out all his music on datpiff.com. How about that? Click.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click it.
Thatpiff.com. Search Solive.
It was special.
I
Some
didn't
people
get
really
that.
go click.
I didn't get that.
No, okay, people listen. They actually probably try to click something like.
You're already looking at the description. Like, where's the click here? Where's the click here?
Where to click at? Where to click at? Where to click at? Yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll definitely set it up so that when we set the description up for the show, that we'll put the DatPiff link to it so that it goes straight to that. They click on it so they can check out the 50 mixtapes you've dropped.
That's so crazy.
Coast to coast. Shout out to them for the next 50 to 100. That's
Oh,
what
we coming, man.
50 to
And it
100
was crazy. It was crazy before we go any further. I just wanted to let you guys know, with your permission, and I want to ask this on air.
Yeah.
This show today will become a Radio Ready mixtape. Everything you said, everything she said, everything you said, I'm going to take the audio from this, and I'm going
let's
to
go back
make
to the
it
music
Hey,
then.
All right.
that ear candy.
And I would ask if it could be so live. It would be radio. It would be Radio Ready, hosted by the Weekend
I
Guy
don't
show.
own this, man. I don't own this. I don't even own me. Government own me.
Amen.
I got a Social Security
Oh,
card
Lord, have
that
mercy.
belongs to them with the number they gave
They
me.
don't own your soul, Jay Bugg.
They don't own my soul, but they own this body. Though. They can have
We
it.
all
Take it
got a
all.
serial number.
Hey, no, we don't. Go ahead and get mine on my body. All right, what song we doing, bro?
I think we're gonna take it to number 4, just because I want to hear the constructive criticism about this record. It's called No Looking Back. What we're doing is we're just gonna drop it. Shout out to Generation Changer KK. She does a lot for the team, and I feel like to have this position of power and to get up on a radio station and to speak of a record like this. Another one for the kids. A lot of the kids out there, like, their parents are giving up on them. And let me put this out there like this right now. I'm tired of people saying bad kids, man. Y'all parents gotta step up and be parents, man, cause y'all guys are still being kids in these streets, man, and these kids is running wild, man, and don't nobody say nothing. Everybody just keep on giving them clubs to party to and giving them jams to party to, and nobody's functioning on the youth. When are we gonna wake up and realize that you can't eat money, man? You know?
I'm gonna go ahead and book some of these little badass kids.
Okay. Okay.
They've had no guidance.
I'm telling you.
had no guidance.
A kid is not born bad.
That's
I
right.
didn't have any
A
guidance.
kid just
It's not
whatever
ba-
they're exposed to is what they think. That's
right.
what life is.
It's not bad kids, it's bad parenting, man.
It's the environment. It's about choice.
That's right.
So what you trying to say
They
is,
got no guidance.
hey, what we're trying to say today is that we think the government should go ahead and sterilize some people.
No, fuck
No?
that.
Okay.
No, that's not even it at all. I think that
I do.
I think that we should literally sit down as a group, as a whole, across the board. You know, DJs across the board, and really think about what we're putting out to children.
So you want to battle against the Illuminati? Is what you trying to do?
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what you really doing.
He can make his
Listen,
own Illuminati.
listen,
He
listen. I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna
be
be called Illuminati.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I spoke to Professor Griffin. I spoke to KRS-One. And we know what it is, man. Generation changes. We here now.
Oh man, what are we getting ourselves into tonight? I'm afraid now.
I don't know. He says name dropping.
What?
Like, bro, I feel like
Griffin?
I'm just waiting for the next track to be like, shout out to Obama. Like, he got a
I just
president
talked to
too.
Gucci from jail last week.
Yeah, like I got his letter in my back pocket. Like, what's going
happening?
on?
Like, what is it? What's happening behind the scenes? You know somebody in the
Obviously a
government.
lot.
You got a direct line to the FBI or something.
Nah,
like
man,
that?
you know what I'm saying? It's just things that you gotta pay attention
He's
to.
aware.
Are you an alien?
That's no, I'm definitely not an alien.
When you place here
Nah.
by somebody to make sure everything they go. This
That's
is the Matrix.
God,
This is
bro.
the Matrix.
Listen.
God.
It
They
is
trying to
God.
balance it out.
It is God. God is
They
good.
trying to balance it out.
And I really feel like it's time. It's time now for somebody to stand up and protect these kids, because what we're going through, the world is at war right now. And everybody just sitting back and not doing nothing. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm at the radio station. I want the constructive criticism. So when I come back and you guys are like, that's it, you understand that I'm coming. Yo, Tampa, listen, if you're listening and you don't have anybody that really wants to stand up and make a change, I'm here now. And I'm ready to take on it. Don't matter who it is. I don't care what name you got attached to you. Generation changes. Shout out to Pete Griffin, KRS-One, man. They know what it is,
You
man.
gotta stop shouting out Pete Griffin. I don't know. He might have some kind of messages going on. Pete. Say Pete Griffin one more time, he might bust through the door. Pete Griffin!
Do your research, man. Do your research.
Rise the weekend, guys.
You need to run for mayor or something, man. You get all the
Oh,
work.
wow.
You are now rocking to a Matrix Music exclusive. Let's get it.
Family first.
You know, we all make
Research
mistakes.
Pete Griffin over there. Find out what happened with Pete Griffin, man.
Professor Griff, YouTube.com.
Oh, man.
Watch what you click on.
Like a
If
mouse
I
in the
click
room,
it,
or
will
what
it
is he a
check my
conspiracy theorist?
And follow me?
Professor Griff is actually, he was in Public Enemy, right, Q? Public Enemy. He was a very, very solid person, and he was just, I'm gonna be honest, he exposed hip hop for what it was, and I sat down and really just sunk in for what music was doing to our youth, and people really don't understand how much control.
I think that they do. But it's easy. Like nobody wants to think for themselves.
That's right,
at all.
exactly.
So I think you have to take it upon yourself. And you don't support it. Like, I have a problem with strippers, I don't want strip clubs. I don't bartend at strip clubs. Even though I know the money's so fucking good. I don't bartend. You know what I'm saying? I'll lose out my little 300.
I got a problem with strippers, too.
Hey, charge too much.
I don't know about you, man. I don't pay them. I support the nigga hustle by looking, not paying.
You're disgusting.
Generation changes.
I am.
YouTube.com for all you naysayers out there that said no looking back when it takes to the radio. This 94.1. And you don't know how to call.
You should have the cap lights out for it, dude.
This is actually a crossover record. Definitely, this is a crossover record. Is that what you're checking for? Stop
I was just gonna get him because he doesn't.
It'd be easy to tell him to add me on here, Facebook.
He doesn't even make. I don't even know if he's making beats because he doesn't like. He's not hooked over too, so I don't even know. But he just has like a library full of. He doesn't. You know
That's
what
all I
I mean?
need. I got the recording studio. That's nothing.
He just doesn't. You know, he's gotten discouraged, I guess. But I just heard your lyrics are in tune from the music that he used to make before. That's why I thought about it.
That ain't bad. That's strong. That's good, though.
See that proof on the side.
Even though you're struggling out there, they still can't take your dreams away. You feel me?
Yo, welcome back to the Weekend Guys Show. Jay Buggs and my 3Gs. Don't even know you struggling out there. They can't even take your dreams away from you.
That's right. That's right.
Your background.
Yeah.
So your parents is what really pushed you into this particular path right here.
I'm gonna just say my mom's, you know what I'm saying, she really like I was in a foster care group home where I taken away from my parents when I was really young. In music, I adopted to adjust to the pain rather than going to drugs like all my other friends was doing, and it really pulled me through because my mom was suffering from cancer. So was my dad. He had mesothelioma, and he had like a tire-sized tumor on his body, and he died.
Yeah.
And it was really like I literally watched him die, and it was like the man that took care of me, you know. But my mom's then fast forward a few years, she got cancer, and she lost her hair and she had breast cancer and lost both breasts, and that really like sunk me into a deep depression because I thought I was gonna lose her. Ended up finding my grandmother of my pops, who I didn't know, and she was just like, you gotta stop and you gotta go for the people, because what you're doing for these kids, they need. And I didn't understand what my grandmother was talking about at first, but I went hard, and it really pulled me out of the depression to be the person that I sit in front of you today, and as Generation Change is so live. A lot of people ask me, I got a question the other day. Somebody asked me and said, what are you gonna do now? Because they're reading books on the triangle and everything that's going on around the world, and they said, well, what are you gonna do? And I said, I'm gonna be Generation Change is so live, and I'm gonna live up to that name, and whatever comes after that follows. It's like, think about it. All these rappers passing away. Rest in peace, Chinks Drugs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Far Rock. You know what I mean? It was a real loss. But all these rappers is perishing. But they say you're not anybody till they kill you. And at 50 mixtapes and on album 50, dropping 225 songs on one album. You know, like I'm really looking at these labels like, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? And what you said you just got to get your record label incorporated. We take these records. Well, it is what it is. If you like what you hear, link up, man. Cause I'm ready.
Labels want money.
But which
all
song?
they're in
I mean,
for.
That's all they want.
That's right.
you got so many songs out there. Like which ones would you tell us like to listen to? I mean, because we can't go through and listen to all of them.
Oh man, I'd send you some tapes. You guys would have to tell me what you want to listen to. It's not that because that's where you guys come in. You guys know what's hot and what's not. You know what I'm saying? You have artists come up here all day and they bring their music and you tell them no.
But do you have those couple of songs that you be like, man, you gotta listen to this song. This is it.
Yeah.
Listen to this song.
Yeah.
Those are the ones we want to listen to.
To be honest with you, I don't recall us ever telling anybody when they brought us music, no. I mean, never to the station, maybe via email, but never to the station if we ever told anybody, nah, we ain't really feeling that. We try and give everybody the opportunity, and be honest with you, and we'll give you that chance. And then sometimes we just, I don't know if everybody can take the real.
You need to be real.
I think it's heart that matters most, and his heart it's pure, it's honest, and it's capable. A lot of people, they get very sensitive and they get broken down very easily by the slightest thing, like you were saying. So, you know what I'm saying? I think you're in it for the long run.
Here's my good man. I'm gonna just ask this question. All right, this is one of the most, for me, I think this is a very important question. This is what rappers do. Okay, they live in the streets. They use that as a motivational tool to go to the next step. They get to that next step, and then what? Now what? Like what do you start rapping about when you ain't got to rap when you don't live there no more?
Shout out to my homie Steel City. Steel City told me that all these rappers that are rapping about all the drugs and the kilos and all that other nonsense on the radio. After your third album, you shouldn't be rapping about that because you should have got up out the hood by that time. And if you didn't, you'd probably end up like some of these rappers that are getting killed in their hood. You know what I mean? Because they're not realizing that what's happening is in the hood. It's still in the hood. So when you're glorifying that and not really telling these kids what it's about, you know what I'm saying? You go back to the hood. You're liable to take a risk. You know what I'm saying? And things do happen. You know, so no, I don't promote that. Shout out to my daughter. I got a child, Millie Matrix, and she's
wait, that's really her name?
Millie, yeah. Her name is
Millie Matrix.
Well, that's what I call her, Millie Matrix, because she's
she the first one.
She's part of my team.
She's
you know,
just been pulled out from the thing. And
shout out to Millie Matrix.
They came up with the ship. They picked her up and they said, "This is where you really live at." Millie.
She's not an alien.
Welcome to the I'm not. I wasn't. I'm just saying that. I said that earlier because you don't get this very often. When I say this, you don't get refreshing. You don't get new. You don't get I don't care. You don't get I am persistent. I will continue to go for it no matter what. You don't get hi. My name is hi. I don't care. Hi. I'm going for it. Hi. I have a team. Hi. I want to be different. Hi, I don't want to trend with everybody else, but I do want to trend on a different level. Yeah. A game changer.
That's right.
Generation next.
That's right.
Generation
changers.
You know what's crazy is whenever I go anywhere and like the generation changes, the kids see me, I scream out generation, and the kids legitimately at the bus stop 30 deep.
So you turn. I'm gonna just tell you right now. You might want to be careful.
You can pick up.
The government is gonna be looking at your ass pretty soon. Hey. And they're gonna treat you like Malcolm X because they say as soon you dark, you might not. You're not too dark.
I'm from Nicaragua.
I'm gonna tell you right now. They see dark skin. You the color of Malcolm X.
Call it what you want to.
And they will try and find a way. When you got so much power, when you generation changing, you tell them you when you able to boycott a company and tell them you tell them, okay, kids, we ain't buying from there no more. Well, guess what? You just changed the whole entire generation.
That's right.
White folks going broke.
That's right.
What are you setting yourself up for?
I'm setting myself up for greatness and nothing less.
I dig it.
That's what I'm going for.
Hey.
See, you gotta understand that all these rappers, they want one thing out of this game, and that's money. But you can't eat money. And when all the trees are burnt down, and they're coming to knock over your house, to knock over them, to plant new trees so that they can burn them down and create more money, you'll start thinking like I do too. I'm just 20 years ahead of the game. I was schooled by a couple of individuals that were really in hip hop. It was just the other night, you know what I'm saying? I kicked the freestyle at the KRS show. He came up to me. He was like, "Yo, what you doing is right. You it." And I said, "Chris, I appreciate that." And
Let you call him Chris?
Nah, I just said at the moment, you gotta understand. I'm just like, I'm talking to KRS. I'm being from the Bronx.
I thought he was gonna be like, yo, you don't call me Chris. My close friends call me that. Call me KRS.
He was talking to his fans or whatever, and he was just like, "Where you at? Where you at?" And I just, in the midst, he saw me on stage because he was on stage while the cypher was happening, and I came on right after one of the respected MCs. Shout out to Dynasty, and I just had, you know what I'm saying, I had Tampa shouting his name, and when he got off stage, he recognized who I was in the crowd, and he was like, "Yo, that's tight," and he gave me his you know what I'm saying, his connections, email, and all of that, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Africa Bambaataa and all the greats in hip hop. You know what we doing?
See, there's a war going on in America right now, everybody.
That's right.
It's just not happening in your neck of the woods. Afghanistan, Iraq, Brazil, Alaska. Y'all still part of us a little bit. Not just a little cold up there. It's cold up there. I'm just saying it's cold. But I feel like the trenches are like, I feel like I'm in the trenches right now.
That's right.
I feel like we with the general, the corporal, you know, that's what I feel like right now.
I appreciate it.
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Do you know that they I'm sorry, this is slightly off topic but on topic, but they just had in Pinellas County, one of the high schools just had a U.S. terrorism drill to like drill for if the U.S. terrorism attack was to come on the school.
Yeah, I need to go ahead and get my pantry together.
No, real shit.
That's right. They say you should have at least 2 months. So you should have at least 2 months together, canned foods and water.
Man, I be hungry.
You gotta prepare for that, man. I got.
Hungry though.
Hey, listen. You can make a miracle out of some canned goods, man.
Oh, I know.
Trust me.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay.
I have been there. I know how to make a miracle.
Shout out to Spam.
I will go hungry if I eat Spam again. Shout out to Gula. I will eat caterpillars if I eat Spam. I'm great.
Yeah, I eat rice and beans damn near daily. Shout out to my grandma Lee out in Orlando, man. So as long as I got some beans, I need me some adobo, I'll be straight.
There you go.
You know
All right,
gotcha.
All right, you know what, bro? We got another part of the show coming up with the homie C Dave as well too, and I want to give everybody a link. And you got so much music and everything, bro. I just feel like I honestly feel like the time frame you have tonight is not suffice. It's not going to be sufficient enough for you to continue on. But what I am going to do though, before we take off, I'm going to make sure we add the last 2 songs to the track and let those ride out as completely too. Let the people know where you are on Instagram. Sorry, if you're not on Instagram.
Yeah, we on Instagram.
Okay.
That's 0_live.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If a child was interested in becoming a generation changer, how can they contact you? What's the process involved?
Is there a secret password?
No.
Knock, wink, wink.
Nah, you just got to be dedicated. Dedication and motivation is one of the things that you got to have.
Is there an age range?
I actually we have Generation Changers and Matrix Kids, and then we have the Generation Changer, which is the older kid.
Okay, gotcha. Matrix is the kids first part.
No.
Y'all have another language as well too, or no?
No, we speak Generation Changers, man. That's all we speak. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
My hands are up. I give up completely. There is a response for everything I ask this man. He's on point. I mean, how can you fight against that?
No,
Here I am throwing you these blows to see how you respond.
That's right.
And he's copacetic the entire way through it.
That's right. Cool.
Man.
Cool.
Huh?
He's sending you back so soft and cool.
I know, man. I try and get a rift out this guy to try and see if we can throw him off his game.
No.
Try and see if there is a different agenda or if there's anything different. I mean, this man's legit. He's legit, not legit.
Wait, out shade or not?
Oh,
nah, they don't shade.
Nah, shout out to Legit, man. He's actually a real talented cat. I've listened to him on the podcast. He's actually a really talented cat, man.
He don't listen, but he a talented cat.
Next.
Generation change, man.
He don't. I'm just gonna keep it honest. I talked about the other day. He don't listen. I told the boy to do something. They don't listen.
They didn't even know that they opened our podcast. So I'm like, you know what? You about to get removed.
I wasn't even listening about that. It was listen when people give advice as well too. Who was that? Hello.
Yeah, right. Now,
How you doing?
Before we ride off,
go ahead, bro.
I just want to say thanks to the Weekend Got Show.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate all the love and the opportunity you guys gave me. I got a message for the people out there that are listening. Everybody got kids in the world is going through something, and y'all guys really might just push it off because you don't want to deal with it at that time. This one's for my daughter, man. Protect your kids and love life, man. Stop letting life live you, and understand that we are all one people. You know what I mean? Like, we don't got to be fighting and killing each other. Like, this death from Chink's drugs that just happened, man, really hit home. Because I'm from Far Rockaway. Shout out to Choo Choo, you know what I'm saying, and all the family back home. But it really hurts to see people killing each other over what? What are we killing each other for? You know what I'm saying?
That was a good question. That was a very good question. And the only thing that happened with that death with Chink's drugs was that everybody was trying to figure out how can they get the most up-to-date information to provide that, to put that on their social media website so they can get more hits than anybody else.
That's right.
That was the most important thing for everybody that particular day.
Mm-hmm.
That created for me more hate amongst people because I remember reading one post where somebody said, now y'all out here talking about R.I.P. to Chink's drugs, but y'all ain't never pressed play on one of his tracks.
That ain't me. I tell you right now, I've been with Chink's down since the riot squad and Stack Bundles. Rest in peace, Stack Bundles, because that's what really started. Anybody from Far Rockaway that knows what it is out there knows Stack Bundles was coming. And tragically, it happened to him. He got gunned down in front of the projects and took his chain or whatever. You know, it's just really sad to see that in hip hop, like Jay said, like we all being attacked right now. But we have to step up and speak up for ourselves because we are leaders. You don't understand what this the power of word does. You know, I'm eager to tell the people it's not smart to be stupid. It's time to get smart. It's time to read a book and put the TVs down and understand that there's something going on around this world that we ain't paying attention to. And these artists are really like going at it. Like you have artists beefing in the same city. And meanwhile, these artists can come together and we can be a force to be reckoned with, and they don't realize that. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Why would you want to be a force to be reckoned with when social media and the world is telling you that you have to be the top dog no matter what?
But they break you down
because let's be legitimate. Let's be legitimate here. In this music industry, there's enough money for DJs, artists, and the fans to eat.
Yeah.
And I said the fans because it comes from the fans' money, them buying the merchandise, them buying the CDs. The fans can even eat. I'll tell you that right now. Anybody that's willing to buy a CD of me gets a free jersey and a free CD to sell to whoever they choose. Because I don't feel like anybody's bootlegging my music. I feel like you should just go ahead and do your thing.
Reciprocating hustle.
Yeah, you gotta understand, like this movement that we have is very strong, but it's powerless without the people.
How can we find your mixtape?
Datpiff.com. Search Solive. DATPIFF.com. Search Solive, and add me on Facebook. If you're hearing this interview, just add me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Solive300. Let me know who you heard me.
Where are you based out of?
I'm based out of the 352. Shout out to Spring Hill, Florida, man, and all the people that are running hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Man. That's where I'm residing right now. But let me break the barrier here, because a lot of people say, oh, he's from Spring Hill. What's he doing in Tampa? I'm gonna tell you like this, man. There's a lot of cats in Spring Hill that should be reckoned with, and I'm not saying that Tampa doesn't. I just feel like we got to come together as one and knock Florida out the box. Because when you think about it, when you think Florida, you think Khaled, you think, and I'm not down on any of these artists, but I feel like there's so much talent underneath the underground that we would, if it's called shade on this radio station or whatever the case it be, we would shadow the fact of what the industry's offering, because I don't think the industry's offering the people what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got a health plan?
Why not?
I was making sure we keep
He's trying
straight.
to become a generation.
Why not? You know what I'm saying?
You got everything over there.
Why not?
Make sure we get a health plan for everybody too.
Hey,
we'll make this happen.
Call it what you want.
Hey, you got a doctor on staff. As long as you got a doctor on staff.
My mother. Shout out to Alicia Hewitt, man, and you know what I'm saying, the good people at Access Healthcare. She works for a doctor. She's the management there, so.
I know it. I knew it. What I told you. I'm going to Spring Hill next week, get checked out. Then stop by that one spot around the corner over there. They got that real good Congree.
Yeah, we got a studio out there.
Good,
come
bro.
check me. I'm real honest with this, man. I'm gonna say this live on air since we about to get off air and whatnot. I'm gonna make this into a mixtape. I'm gonna let you know that the Weekend Guy Show will be hosting the next Radio Ready that drops. So, and that's the 3 G's.
We on that.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so I really appreciate the constructive criticism, and I'm real serious about that. Like, I think that every artist should be ready for the constructive criticism because it's not always going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we live in a world where it's horrible. We living in a nightmare. So to find that piece of greatness, when you do find it and you do know you're looking at it, just make sure you guys do something with it.
All right, got you. All right, so check it out. There you go. Weekend Guy Show, Jay Bugg's 3G's Underground Host of the Year. We are going to jump into the last 2 tracks, which are Everywhere I Go and We Are Strong. This is the end of the Weekend Guy Show with Solive Generation Changers. Y'all tune in. We got more music for y'all as we sit back, relax, and chill. Y'all have a good weekend. We out.
I hope I ain't go too hard, man.
Oh, you good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like somebody got to step up and do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I just really feel like the generation changes. It's been so long that